Hello and welcome to ChatSasa. In this episode, I'm going to be taking you through setting up a WhatsApp channel in order to handle incoming customer chats from WhatsApp. So you're going to navigate over to www.chatsasa.com, and if you are already logged in, you're just going to click on My Workspace, which is going to navigate you to where you have your organizations. These are organizations that you've either created or that you've been invited to and you're a member of. So in a previous episode, I'd already gone through creating a simple organization for these demo purposes. So I'm just going to open it, the first one here. And then once we're inside the organization, on the very left, we're going to see a side panel which has a lot of things going on. It's essentially the sort of the control panel for this organization. So in our interest, we do want to add something we term as customer support channels in this nature for the WhatsApp medium, because you can also add for other mediums like for live chat and SMS. So we're just going to click on WhatsApp so that we set up the channel. So we're presented with a form of creating the new support channel. So here we see that there are a couple of things that are required, where there is a guide here that we guide the business or companies that are onboarding given the requirements from Meta. So we see the first field requires to paste a phone number ID from your Meta app. So in this case, I do already have an existing Meta app that I had gone through the creation of the Meta app in a previous episode. So I'm just going to go and over and copy the phone number ID, and I'm going to navigate back and I'm going to paste it here. And then we see we require an access token from the Meta account. Again, we got this from a previous episode. I'm just going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it here. And then we add a display phone number from the Meta app. This is essentially the number that we see here. So this could be the test number or even a number of your own after you've already added it. So after pasting it there, if we had already team members that have already joined after being invited, we'd be able to select them to man these various channels. That means that they'll be able to receive notifications and attend or see what the chats are in that various channel. So in this case, there's no other team members other than myself. So I'm just going to proceed to create. Great. So what has happened here, we have created WhatsApp support channel. You can see the number here that I had selected, and now they are not chats yet, but we see that there is a pending configuration to be done to complete the setup. So it's a webhook setup, which we have a guide here on how to navigate around that, which does traverse back to the developer Facebook platform, which I talked about in a previous episode. So in this case, I'm gonna copy the callback URL, and then I'm gonna open the Meta app that we've used in this case, and I'm gonna continue here down to section called configure books to receive messages, because that's what we want ChatSasa to do, whereby we can receive the chats that are coming from the customer. So you can just click here on configure books, or on the left navigation you can click here. So I'll just click configure books. So in that section we'll be presented with two form fields. So on the first one, for the callback URL, which you can see this is the URL where Meta will be sending the events to. So we're going to paste the URL that has been provided by ChatSasa. So that is automatically generated every time you're actually creating a support channel of type WhatsApp. So you're just going to copy what's there without editing and paste it as it is. We have another value called verify token, something that is required by Meta. So this is provided by ChatSasa. You're going to paste it here, and once done, you just click on verify and save. And if it's successful, it's going to allow us to subscribe to the type of events we want to receive. All right, so as you can see here, we have the message at the bottom saying, after adding the callback, we ensure we subscribe to the messages webhook field so that we can know whenever, so that Meta can notify ChatSasa, the system, whenever there are incoming chats, so that you can find them in your inbox here on ChatSasa. Alright, so it is very essential to do that. So they are termed as webhook fields. We're just gonna scroll over to the field termed as messages, and here we have it. It is messages. So I'm just gonna click on subscribe to it, since it's currently not yet subscribed, and it is now successfully subscribed by this time. So what this means is that now any chats that are coming to or any customer initiating a chat to this number on WhatsApp, we're going to receive them here. So let me just go over to a WhatsApp application. I'm going to take my phone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type that number. All right, and then I'm just going to send a simple chat like maybe I'll say Jumbo with an emoji, and then let me just send that. So as I send that, great, so you could hear a notification bell. There's a sound, and it's telling us there's a new message from a customer. So I just sent that message, and once we open, we can be able to see the message that I did send, and we can also be able to, let me just close this, we can also be able to respond back. So I'm gonna say like maybe welcome Willie, how can we help you? And I'm gonna send this back to the customer, and what's gonna happen is I just received it, it was delivered, and they also read it. So we can also see that the exact time the customer is either delivered the message or when the customer reads the message. And we also have support for attachments of the popular type, like documents and PDFs and so for the case of this episode, we've been able to set up the WhatsApp channel and be able to see how we are handling the incoming chats. So in a later episode, we'll talk about how we can be able to automate customer support so that you can have an AI assistant out to generate responses to your customers without you needing to manually respond to your customers. So thank you for watching. See you in the later episode. Bye bye.